What's going on, everyone? Jeremy here from the Quartering, powering through the flu. I hope you're enjoying today's videos. After I hit this one up, I'm going to take a long, hot, soapy, long shot. Gross. I'll be taking a shower and going back to bed in the middle of the day because, well, I need to rest. But the internet will never, can never, truly cancel DSP, but they are trying again randomly out of nowhere. Now, if you don't know anything about DSP, DarksydePhil, there's excellent videos out there, including one called Down the Rabbit Hole that catalogs his entire career. Essentially, DSP is one of the OGs, one of the original YouTubers out there, one of the original Let's Players. When you bet online, as long as DSP does, and you don't change or grow or anything like that, eventually you end up with just as many haters or anti-fans as you do actual fans. Essentially, DSP probably has a very small contingent of actual fans, people that actually like the guy, but has an overwhelmingly larger group of people that strongly dislike him and just enjoy to troll him. In fact, there are many amazing troll channels. In fact, I didn't even know about the guy until I saw many troll videos about him. He started out originally losing his AdSense account after implying people need to click on his ads like a total moron. He went to blip.tv where he made some way too spicy jokes, got removed from there. And at one time, DarksydePhil was actually getting 13 million views a month. That's about as much as my channel's getting right now in current month. Now, back somewhere around 2013, his fans started to turn against him. And then famously in 2016, he didn't realize his live stream was on when he stepped in front of his computer for a little tender time, a little me time. Famously played it off like nothing had happened, not even washing his hands, but immediately going on to stream anyway. Now, I thought it was curious last week when I saw a slew of new articles coming out, started one on Deserto, then Daily Dot, then what's this one, Game Revolution, all bringing up something that DarksydePhil said that they didn't like. I thought, why are they trying to cancel DarksydePhil? DarksydePhil will be online long after any of us. He is the cockroach after nuclear winter. He will never, ever, ever go away. And no matter how you feel about him personally, you've got to respect that level of resilience. Now, on September 19th, Twitch streamer under fire for trying to explain why bad jokes are okay. Essentially, DSP had made some ching chong ding dong level jokes, like Stephen Colbert had made jokes that are, kind of stereotypes, over the top, not really funny, but I guess can be. In my opinion, a joke's a joke. You may not find it funny, but always remembering that offense is never given, only taken. He had made several jokes over time, and somebody had released these jokes online. I thought, that's a bizarre thing. These jokes are old. They're from several years ago. Well, I guess it was a stream in which he said it wasn't the same to make fun of him for having gout as it was for him to refer to Asians as ching chong bing bongs kind of type level jokes. The topic arose after a viewer asked why he called people upset by spicy jokes sensitive when he himself would be upset when he gets mocked for gout, a form of arthritis. Now, if you've been following me for a long time, I get gout every once in a while too, and it's, at least in my case, 100% self-inflicted. If you manage what you eat and you don't go over the top with red meats or alcohol, you're generally fine. There's also daily medicines you could take to manage it. It's not really the worst thing in the world to manage, but it is extremely painful. It's a difficult pain to describe to anybody who hasn't had it. For me, I would say it's like having broken glass in your joint. I get it in my big toe. That's where it happens to manifest, and I can barely walk when it happens. The quote, why do you say people are sensitive over spicy jokes, but you get upset when people joke about your gout? DSP read back his September 16th live stream responding, because spicy jokes are silly if you do them in a general fashion. What I mean by that is when you make a joke that's a generalization about race, let's say something about Italians or the Chinese. It's usually a generalization. You're not directing that towards any one person. DarksydePhil explained. This is a guy that, again, has a long history of spicy, pointy nose jokes and rubbing hands together jokes, things like that, dating all the way back to 2014. The streamer described it as observational comedy, but continued by saying that, admittedly, people can get angry and get insulted or touchy about it. You have to be careful because some people just don't have thick skin. Coming from DarksydePhil, this is, of course, rich and hilarious. However, with his medical condition, the streamer argued that taking a jab at that is kind of messed up, suggesting that joking about heritage is not a big deal, but joking about a medical condition is. What? Clarifying, DSP said that insulting someone personally on the issue of race is different than making a general joke about race. I think that's okay. The streamer, who also goes by DSP Gaming on YouTube, was criticized for his comments online, while some highlighting that his description of gout being hereditary is not entirely accurate, but even if so, there's nothing more heredity than one's race. Others labeled it hypocrisy at its finest. Now, DSP has never been known as a deep thinker, a deep philosophical thinker, and this generalization coming from him doesn't make any sense at all to me. Look, I think you should make whatever jokes you want, and to be honest, I don't get offended by any jokes. I mean, it's just the way I am. I enjoy dark comedy. I enjoy jokes as a way to get over things. I realize that some people don't, but I don't care. If you're offended by a joke, tough. That's just the way the life goes. However, Twitch and YouTube and these other platforms like Twitter and Instagram, they definitely do get offended by jokes. And if anyone on their platform gets offended, well, they hunt and remove. It's not the first time. DSP, real name, Phil Burnell. I hate, by the way, Deserto, I hate this article. I've always given you a lot of credit. This is a miss. I hate when articles do use like your online name and then essentially dox you. Yeah, Phil Burnell is well known, and it's not like you're giving away personal information, but there's really no need to give out his full real name here. And this kind of reads like a witch hunt, like some of these other articles too I'm going to show you. In a video compilation of allegedly spicy jokes made by the content creator, he states it's funny to joke around things and say things that in a serious setting might be racially insensitive, but they're not meant, and therefore they can be pretty comedic. Actually, DSP, I agree. DSP's most infamous controversy was back in 2016 when he failed to notice his camera was still live and he participated in tender time while broadcasting. Twitch has a... See, this is what is the implication here? They're like trying... This is so stupid. Why are you trying to cancel DSP? He's uncancelable. But this last paragraph reads like we're trying to cancel him. Twitch has strict guidelines protecting against hateful content, which covers any content or activity that promotes, encourages, facilitates in denigration, objectification, all these other words, word salad. At the time of writing, DarksydePhil's channel has not been handed a suspension from the platform for his comments. These last two paragraphs are essentially a call for banning. Look, the internet needs DSP. I don't think you understand. There are several lolcows out there. DSP, Wings of Redemption, you know, these are people that the internet needs. They need us. We need them. It's symbiotic. You have Daily Dot. Twitch streamer faces criticism for trying to defend jokes we don't like. The streamer said people offended by jokes we don't like don't have thick skin. Actually, Phil, I agree. Twitch streamer DarksydePhil, a white man whose real name is Phil Burnell. Again, who wrote this? His skin color has absolutely nothing to do with any of this. In drawing criticism for trying to defend jokes we don't like. In Twitch live stream reposted to Reddit on Thursday, Burnell argued that it was okay for people to make jokes about race, but it's not okay for him to be mocked for having gout. See, this is why you can't cancel him. Leave Phil alone. We need these. The internet needs these moments because it's hilarious. Of course they're different. That's why we need DSP. Jokes we don't like are silly. If you do them in a general fashion, we already read that. Redditors were quick to criticize. Imagine that. The streamer's attempted distinction, one commenter called his thoughts hypocrisy at its finest. The YouTube video uploaded January 2017, entitled DSP Tries It, the ultimate jokes we don't like and insulting other countries, appears to be a compilation of Burnell's comments. In the video, he says it's funny to joke around things that in a serious setting might be racially insensitive. I agree. Leave Phil alone. And again, Burnell's Twitch channel has not been handed a suspension from the platform for his comments. By the way, those comments were made 2 years ago. But again, this last paragraph here is a call for banning. Make no mistake about it. It's the exact same. Look at this crap. It's like the exact same paragraph, right? At this time, it has been handed a suspension. At this time, it has not been handed a suspension. Burnell's Twitch channel has not been handed a suspension from the platform for his comments. DarksydePhil has not been handed a suspension from the platform for his comments. It's like they literally copy-pasted the same article. Game Revolution. Controversial and widely divisive gaming personality Philip DarksydePhil. By the way, he's not controversial. He's a sad state. He is a sad individual. A man that is stuck in the early 2000s of internet. A man that has persisted beyond his many catalogable failures. And I don't know why you're coming for him, Game Revolution. You can't take him out. He's going to outlast us all. Others have taken issue with this tacit assertion that race doesn't cause people pain and suffering, noting that the platform, that placing them as subject of jokes we don't like, is one arguably minor looking at the historical of blah, blah, blah. Example is just that. Whatever your stance on the eligibility and morality of dark humor, it's clear that people don't believe DSP made a relevant case in this instance. Sure. Sure. Of course he didn't make a relevant argument. It's DSP. I don't understand. You guys all write the same article in the same 12-hour span, copy-pasting each other, trying to do the impossible. This man literally streamed himself, you know, doing that thing, and he remained on the platform. You can't get rid of him. It's best to just assimilate with him and to become one of the DSP Borg. I hope you enjoyed this video. We'll talk to you again real soon.
Hey, thanks so much for watching this video, and I really hope you enjoyed it. Above, you'll find some links to watch more videos, as well as a nice big button to subscribe, which I hope you'll do. If you did enjoy it, make sure before you go that you leave a like and a comment on the video, because you are the #1 reason this channel continues to grow, and I appreciate you.